everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for your physiotherapy clinic business. So if you're also running a physiotherapy clinic business, then this video is definitely for you. In this video we are going to design a chatbot to help patients inquire about physiotherapy sessions, make bookings and get the schedules by WhatsApp. So firstly in this video we are going to design a chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to enhance your customer's experience, then let's dive into my screen for creating your own WhatsApp chatbot. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for physiotherapy clinic business. So this chatbot will let patients book sessions, see the treatments and get the recovery tips. So this chatbot is going to save your time by reducing your manual workload by providing you automation. So let's start creating our own WhatsApp chatbot. But firstly I am going to show you how exactly a chatbot works. For that let's dive into my WhatsApp with me. Here you can see I have already opened my WhatsApp and now I am going to send a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account. And here this number is saved as test number. So now let's enter a message hello here. Here as I'm entering the message hello, I am getting an automated welcome message that is hi, welcome to XYZ Physiotherapy Center. I'm your virtual assistant. How can I help you today? And here we are getting three buttons, that is book session, our treatments and recovery tips. Now let's select our first button, that is book session. Here as I'm selecting book session, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my full name. So now let's provide a name here. Here as I'm entering my name, now I'm getting a question asking for the type of treatment or issue. So now let's enter the answer here. Here as I'm entering the type of treatment, now I am getting a confirmation message. Now let's enroll to a second button, that is our treatments. Here as I'm selecting our treatments, I am getting a message which consists of the specialized services provided by this physiotherapy clinic. Now let's enroll to a third button, that is recovery tips. Here as I'm selecting recovery tips, I am getting a message which consists of the list. Now let's open this list and select a topic for getting the tips. And here you can see we are getting some of the issues. So now let's click on our first issue, that is posture correction. Here as I'm selecting posture correction, I am getting a message which consists of the helpful tips for the posture correction. So here you can see we are having a fully functional chatbot. So you can also create a chatbot like this for your physiotherapy clinic business by just using Pabbly Chatflow. Now for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, you just have to type its URL, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. Once you will enter the URL, you will get the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in, sign up free. If you are a new user, you can just click on sign up free, but as I have already an account on Pabbly, I will just click on sign in. Once you finish your sign up, you will get this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. Now for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, you can see we are getting the option for Pabbly Chatflow app. So for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, you just have to click on access now here. After accessing Pabbly Chatflow, you will get the dashboard page of Pabbly, and here you can see I have added two numbers to my account. You can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on add WhatsApp number. And on this add WhatsApp number, you can see we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. If you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can just click on WhatsApp Connect. But if you want to connect with token number, you can just click on Manual Token Connect. And here you can see we are getting the option for create a new folder. So if you want to create your own folder, you can just click here and create it. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly. Now I am going to give you a short overview of these features. So here you can see we are getting the first feature, that is the inbox. So inbox is the section where we receive message from our customer and we send them automated replies. Now further we are getting the option for contact. You can manage your contact list here. And the next one we are getting is the team queue. So you can manage your team access for managing the chatbot by just clicking on team queues. Now the next feature we are getting is templates. So if you want to create your own templates, you can just click here. Now the next feature we are getting is broadcast. So if you want to broadcast you any message on a preferred date or time, you can just click on broadcast over here. Now further we are getting the flows. So flows are basically the path which our WhatsApp chatbot follows. Now for creating a chatbot, we just need to access flows over here. Now further we are getting the AI assistant. You can create or add your own AI assistant from here. Now the next one we are getting is the activity log. The work done by you will be shown here. Now further we are getting the feature, that is settings. So you can manage your settings according to you by this feature. Now further we are getting is get help. If you need any type of help or support, you can just click on get help over here. Now if you want to learn more about these features, you can find the video link in the description given below. Now for creating a chatbot, we just need to access flows. So for that you just have to click on flows over here, and once you will click on flows, you will get this flow builder page. And here you can see this is the flow I have created. So you can also create your own flow. For that you just have to click on add flow button, and once you will click on add flow button, you will get this flow page. And here on this flow page you can see we are getting the flow start, and here we are getting the option for entering the flow name. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. Here I am providing it the name WhatsApp chatbot for physiotherapy clinic business. Now you can provide name according to you. Now moving on to the flow start, here you can see it is asking me to enter keywords. So keywords are basically the triggers which a user can enter to interact with this chatbot. Now further it is asking me to enter regex. So regex are basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used use for the specific user input. But if you want to trigger any message, you can enter regex like this. Now further, it is asking me to choose templates. So if you want to add template to your message, you can choose templates from here. Now if the user sends me a message, I want to send them a welcome message. For that, I will just drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting many options. Now for entering a message, we just have to select text plus button over here, and once you will select text plus button, you will get this message node. Now here you can enter the message you want to send to your customer. So now let's enter a welcome message here. Here you can see I have entered this welcome message for my customer, and I have entered this sentence, that is, hi, welcome to XYZ Physiotherapy Center, between these asterisk signs to make it bold. Now I am going to add some buttons in this message. So for that, you can see we are getting the option for add button. So just click here and it will ask you to enter the text. So basically here you have to enter the text of your first button. So now let's create our first button here. Here you can see I have created my first button, that is book session. Now I am going to add some more buttons in this message. So again you have to click on add button and enter the text of your another buttons. Here you can see I have created two more buttons, that is our treatments and recovery tips. Now if the user selects first button, that is book session, I am going to ask some questions from my customer. For that, you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for ask questions. So just select it and you will get this question action, and here you can enter the question you want to ask from your customer. Now let's firstly connect this book session button with this question node, and now let's enter our question here. Here in this question action, I have entered a question asking for the full name. Now further, it is asking me to select contact custom fields. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields created by me. You can also create your own contact custom fields. For that, you just have to go to settings, and here you can see we are getting the option for contact custom fields. So just click here and create your own fields. Now I am going to select contact custom field as full name here, and the format I am going to select is any. Now if the user answers this question, I am going to ask them another question. So again you have to click on ask question. Here you can see in this question node, I have entered a question asking for the type of treatment or issue, and the contact custom field I have selected is issue, and the format I am going to select is any. Now if the user answers this question, I am going to provide them a thank you or the confirmation message. For that, I will just drag and drop, and here I am going to select text plus button. Now let's enter our confirmation message here. Here you can see I have entered this message for my customer. Now let's enhance our second button, that is our treat. So I am going to provide them details of the treatments in a message. So for that, you just have to drag and drop and select text plus button over here. Now let's enter the treatment details in this message node. Here in this message, I have provided the treatment details. So now let's enhance our third button, that is recovery tip. So firstly, I am going to create a list of the issues for which my customer needs recovery tips. So for that, firstly I am going to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for list. So just select it and you will get this list node. And here in this list message, you can see it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now let's provide a body to our list here. Here you can see I have entered this body for my list. Now I am going to add some items to my list. So for that, you can see we are getting the option for add section. So just click here and it will ask you to enter the section title. So now let's enter the title to our list here. Here you can see I have provided the section title as tips. Now I am going to add some items to my list. For that, you can see we are getting the option for add items. So just click here and it will ask you to enter the title. So basically here you have to enter the title of your first item. So now let's create our items here. Here you can see I have entered first item to my list, that is posture correction. Now let's add more items to my list. So for that, again you have to click on add items and enter the title of your another items. Here you can see I have added two more items to my list, that is back pain relief and knee strengthening. Now if the user selects posture correction, I am going to provide them some tips for the posture correction. So for that, I am going to just drag and drop, and here I am going to select text plus button for entering the posture correction tips in this message. So now let's enter our message here. Here in this message, I have entered some tips for the posture correction. Now you can provide details to your another items likewise. So here we have created a flow for a chatbot. So you can also create a flow like this for your business by just using Pabbly Chatflow. Now for saving this flow, you just have to click on save button, and once you will click on save button, you will get this pop-up, that is flow updated successfully, means you have successfully saved your flow. Now for showing you how we are receiving message from our customer and how we are sending them the automated replies, let me take you towards my inbox section. For that, you just have to click on inbox on the sidebar. Once you will click on inbox, this inbox section will appear, and here you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here on this particular number you can see I'm successfully receiving message from my customer and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. And one point has to be noticed, that this is following the path which we have created through a flow, means if a user sends us a message, we are going to send them a welcome message. Now if the user selects book session, that is our first button, we are going to ask a question from our customer. So here you can see we are having a fully functional chatbot. So you can also create a chatbot like this for your physiotherapy clinic business by just using Pabbly Chatflow. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating more chatbots like this. Thank you for watching this video.
So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.